Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you out there. Sleep Driver here. I'm bored. I got a little bit of time between a couple of activities, appointments, whatever you want to call them, during my day. Bored. Wanted to fire up the old webcam up there and do another Ask Me Anything stream because I'm sure that will generate a modicum of interest. Or maybe it'll generate no interest. I don't know. Well, a little bit of interest. My friend Neo just popped in. How you doing, sir? So I just figured I'd go live. Fire up the throw up a Ask Me Anything title and see what happens in the old chat window. This is not a StreamYard, so this is not a whatever the other one is. I forgot the name of it. So I'm not going to drop links or invite anyone in. I'm not in the mood, quite frankly, not in the mood for it, and I'll do that tomorrow anyway. But if you have a question you want to ask, well, what do I think about something? What do I like? What do I not like? Et cetera, et cetera. Throw it up in the comment in the chat window. Pardon me, and I'll I'll answer it if I choose to. If the question is something I deem inappropriate, I'll just ignore it. I'll read the question. I'll just say I ain't answering that fucking thing. Let's see. Big Lee's here. BattleAngel's here. Tennille's here. And Neil's here. Okay. First question is from Tennille. Are y'all ready to get beat by Georgia? Yeah. Of course, somebody was. If I had done an over-under on getting beat by Georgia question popping up, I would have won money by now. Because I figured that was going to be the first one or two questions. I already said as far back as January 2nd of 2021, and I posted a video, so go watch it if you don't believe me. I already said Florida was losing to Georgia, so I guess you could say I've been ready for almost 11 months for Florida to get beat by Georgia. This to me was a fait accompli. So, yeah, I'm not even concerned about it. Probably won't even watch the game. Let's see. Neo says he's going to be listening, but his lunch break has only 10 minutes left. Well, if you got a question, Neo, fire away. Bubba Griffith is here. How is BVD? That's a good question. I texted BVD like 4 or 5 days ago, asking him how he was, and got no response. Kayla hasn't really said anything on Facebook. So I don't know how BVD is. I will try and find out before my live stream tomorrow. Don't forget, live stream every Wednesday afternoon, 10 every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That will be a StreamYard style stream, so we'll have guests in the yard. And yeah, that's a regular one. I think that's episode number 78, actually. Thank you, Tennille. I appreciate it. Tennille says I'm a good sport, so I appreciate that. Big Lee. Shut up, Big Lee. I ain't answering that question because it's stupid. But if you think you got a car that can beat mine, bring your ass on down here and let me Let me show you how it's done, big boy. Jerk off. I love Big Lee, but whatever. So, well, while I'm waiting for the next question, whatever that may be, surely BattleAngel has a question for me. I mean, Uh, well, she does. Am I dressing up for Halloween? No, no. um, I, geez, I haven't worn a costume for Halloween since, eh, boy, 90s. I think I was living in Atlanta and I was dating my now ex-wife, and the place she worked at, which was a nightclub, um, they had, of course, they had a costume party, and I dressed up as, only because I looked more like him than anyone else. I dressed up as Commander Riker from the Star Trek Next Generation TV show. I grew the beard out because he had the beard at the time. So actually, the show was the show over by then. The show might have been over. I got the Star Trek costume, grew the beard properly. My hair was pretty much black at that time anyway. So yeah, I went as Commander Riker. That's the last time I ever dressed for Halloween. Uh, I never dressed for Halloween when I took my kids around trick or treating. But then again, most parents didn't. So let's see. Yeah, Celine's pointless .net framework live stream. That's a logo I had from way back. I had I have all these little JPEG pictures that I used as logos for avatars for different chat machines that I had access to: AOL chat, Yahoo chat, whatever. Um, it's basically just like my upside down American flag thing. But yeah, I just picked that out because this is a pointless stream. Uh, it's me being bored on a Tuesday afternoon and saying, "Fuck it, I'm going to waste some time, get together with some of my friends, and answer some goofy questions." So the pointless.net logo seemed to fit. So let's see. No, geez, according to this screen, there's nobody in the chat. That's bad. That means I really suck. That doesn't matter. But while I'm waiting for the next question, keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Surely there are questions to be asked, so you can learn more about the wonderfulness that is me. Let's see. Let's see. TexasTsip says, I remember having to learn .NET programming in college back in 2001. Talk about pointless. I've never used it. Yeah, that's always a possibility, Tennille. I've had problems with, I don't know what's going on with YouTube chat functions lately, but I've had problems with, how many people are in here, how many thumbs ups I've had problems with the live chat screen, and they seem to migrate. The problems seem to be with YouTube because the problem occurs no matter if I'm using Safari or if I'm using Chrome, which I'm using now, or Firefox. It just, no matter what, the like right now it says there's one person in the chat or one person watching and 3 thumbs ups. So I don't know what your screens say, but that's what my screen says. Excuse me. Let's see. Battle Angel says, if you had a better half and she asked you to dress up as a couple, would I do it? Yeah, I would. I mean, contrary to popular belief, I am not some old fart with no sense of joy and no sense of happiness. I mean, that's what Mr. Sanchez says. I'm grumpy, I'm angry, and I have no sense of fun. These are unreal fabrications, unmitigated fabrication. So yeah, if I had a girlfriend and she wanted to go to a Halloween party, and I had to come up with a costume, I'd come up with something. Because I used to love because it was an easy costume to put together. My dad was a doctor, but technically he still is a doctor. He's just retired. But we had scrub outfits all over the house. I mean, I could open our closet and find scrub shirts, scrub pants, easy enough, and grab a surgical mask, a little hat on there, and I can go as a surgeon. And I often did. I mean, it didn't cost nothing. I mean, plenty of doctor clothes lying around the house, so it was easy to go to any Halloween event as a doctor. Tennille's also had problems with YouTube notifications. Yeah, it is annoying. Patrick Milbank is here. Good to see you, sir. Well, first of all, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Zelos State of the Collection videos. How many non-Zelos do I have? A lot. I am going to be doing, and this is mostly for Patrick because nobody else here cares about watches. I am going to be doing State of the Collection non-Zelos. I've got to get started on those videos because I want to get them ready for November. I suspect that watch count will be over 30. I have a lot of watches. It's kind of a sickness. Matter of fact, I just bought one yesterday. I didn't need it. Didn't need another G-Shock. I need another G-Shock like I need another hole in the head, but I couldn't resist. It was there. It's an out of production, out of stock watch, and it was just sitting there brand new, still had its factory wrappings on it, full kit, of course, never been worn, never been sized. And I said, I made an offer, and the shop said, sure, and walked out with it. So I'll make a video of that. But hell yeah, why not? But I will be making more State of the Collection videos, Patrick, I promise. Good to see you, Jason. Good to see you. And I enjoyed that video you released this morning on the JLC. That was a beautiful, beautiful watch. BattleAngel says we were told we could dress up for Halloween at the salon. I'm still debating what to wear. I have an idea for you, BattleAngel, but Lou ain't gonna like it. I could send you some a real nice Tim Tebow jersey, and you could put the eye black under your eyes and Tim Tebow shirt on, and you could go as a Tim Tebow fan. Of course, being in Georgia, you probably wouldn't survive the day, but that's your problem. Let's see. Jason says, speaking of G-Shock, does your AD have one of those new $160 black titanium? No, he doesn't. But he does have one of the purple ones. The purple G-Shock metal. that are sold out. He does have a purple one sitting there, brand new in the factory, plastics and all that, full kit, of course, and ready to go. And I know he would ship it to Aruba. So, or you can have him ship it to your guy in Miami. If you want his phone number, I'll give it to you. Patrick, what are my thoughts on Prime Minister Boris Johnson? Oh, that's right. Patrick is in the UK. What are my thoughts on Boris Johnson? I love him. I love me. I love a politician who does not seem to take himself or herself too seriously and will generally say what's on their mind, whether they believe it or not. But I like the fact that Boris Johnson just lets it fly. Sort of like another politician I know of who's cooling his jets in West Palm Beach right now. I won't name that person. But I like Boris Johnson. I think he could be a little more conservative for my taste, but conservative in the UK is not the same as conservative in America. So, but I like Boris Johnson. I think he is an absolute riot, and I love the fact that he speaks his mind. No fucks given. Yeah, Colin, BattleAngel laughed. That was a good idea. That was a good thing. Yeah, Colin Powell passing away. That was very sad. I was not someone who was, I didn't always agree with Colin Powell. I thought he was a little bit too establishment, left of center for my taste. But a gentleman, a patriot, a soldier, a brave man, a general that was molded by combat and molded by real military experience, not like these fake, woke SJW so-called generals right now who would rather sell out our country and our president rather than do their duty and protect our country. Men who are more concerned about their pensions than their patriotic duty. So the loss of Colin Powell is a great loss. America is now poorer for having lost Colin Powell. And all I can say is, thank God he didn't live long enough to see the country's eventual, if we keep going the way we're going, eventual destruction. Hopefully we can stop that. But that's another story. Let's see. Jason says those black full text squares are selling out everywhere. Thinking about pulling the trigger on one. If you've got the ability to get one, Jason, and you have the money to do it, I would absolutely do it. I'm not that crazed about squares that I have to go hunt down every single one of them. I have 5 now, and that's a good number for me. I'm sort of leveled off at that point. The nice thing about all 5 of those is they're all Bluetooth, tough solar modules, so I can use the cell phone to maintain them, and I like that. That suits me. Let's see. Let's see. So real quick, while I'm waiting for the next question to pop up, if any do, don't forget to click that thumbs up for me. I would appreciate that. That does help out the channel. So at some point, please do that for me. Also, super chat function is available at the bottom of the screen. And in the description is also a link to my PayPal account if you want to contribute to the purchase of my next Grail watch. Of course, in all seriousness, never expected, never required, and always appreciated. But please don't forget the thumbs up. That's the best part. And yes, I am hunting another. Actually, I have two grails in mind. One is a little bit more easily obtained than the other. The other one's going to require about $11,000 purchase. That's a long-term project I'm working on. The other grail is a Breitling, which is coming in at about $3,200. That's a little bit more reasonable. I know where I can get one easily enough. It's a matter of making sure all the bills are paid and all that other good stuff before I go out and snap that watch up. Won't be too long. Won't be too long. Yeah, let's see. Jason says, you know what sucks? Super chat doesn't work for me here in Aruba. That does suck. That's and you're monetized. You're way beyond monetized. And your channel is what 2-3 times the size of mine. The fact you can't get super chats is really bad. But you should start putting your PayPal link in your descriptions of your videos and saying, do that. I mean, just throw it out there. Let's see. Fireball's here. Good to see you, sir. Would you beam Grant Ham with a golf? Oh, okay. Jeez. Come on, Fireball. You got to type better than that. He wants to know if I would beam Grantham with a golf ball if I could. Like, he's playing off of the incident that happened at the Tennessee Ole Miss game over the past weekend where people were throwing things onto the field. And I'm sure they were trying to hit Lane Kitten with something. Do I dislike Grantham enough to physically injure him? No, I don't. I mean, look, I know most of the people in here are football fans and they're passionate about football. College football in the South is a religion almost. I mean, the SEC slogan on TV is the SEC. It just means more. And I agree with that. It just means more. But there's a limit. Do I dislike Todd Grantham as the defensive coordinator of the University of Florida? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hell yes. Do I want to see him fired and driven out of Gainesville forever? Hell yes. Do I want it to happen yesterday? Hell yes. Do I want him injured? No. Do I want his family injured? No. Do I want to see him get hit with a golf ball thrown from the stands at the university at the Swamp? No. I don't want him hurt. I don't want anyone hurt. I don't dislike anyone in college football to anywhere near that level. No. So no, I would not, even if I was given the opportunity to hit him with a golf ball and suffer no legal repercussions whatsoever, wouldn't do it. No, I don't hate anyone that much in college football. Now, if you want to talk about my sister, yeah, yes. Just I would love to hit her in the head with a golf ball, or a softball, or a rock. No, not a rock. Golf ball. But that's another story. So no, I don't want to beam Todd Grantham with a golf ball. But good question. Let's see. Yeah, BattleAngel. I mean, $10 or $11,000 for a watch. Yeah, I mean that exists. I I've seen watches that go for $750,000 easily. Now, I don't have one, obviously. I do have some expensive watches, but not anywhere near that. But yeah, a watch that I have my eye on, which is from Omega. It's called the Speedmaster from the Moon to Mars. Runs about $11,000 or $12,000, but it's a beautiful watch and it's beautifully made, and it's very unique. And I will own one someday. But yeah, watches range from all price points. You never know. Let's see. Jason says, I can't even pay Super Chat. I would have to pay you tons. Oh, don't worry about it. And PayPal in Aruba is not allowed to receive money, only pay. Wow. Come on. What the hell, man? What's going on down there in Aruba? It's supposed to be an island paradise, not an island prison. Well, okay, I understand, Fireball. Yeah, it's autocorrect, I guess, especially if you're doing this on a phone. Oh. So, any other questions? Come on. I see that my friend Lou has changed the title of the morning show once again to the mustard shoe. Okay. Mustard shoe. Oh boy. Kinky. Oh God. Oh God. Hide the kids. Hide your women. Hide your sensitive people. It's LC is on the line. Oh, this is my buddy from the land of Oz. Her name is Libby, but her initials are L, the letter L, the letter C, so hence LC. She's very creative. She's also a little bit touched. She wants to know where babies come from. Let's see. Do I answer this pithily or do I answer this factually? Little Stork flies in and no, that's no good. The Holy Ghost swoops down for a midnight special. No, that's no good. You put tab A in slot B and squirt liquid C into slot B. Yeah, that'll work. And then baby D comes out of slot B 9 months later. How's that? That work? She's laughing. That's good. Let's see. Australia is 10 hours ahead of where I am. So it must be midnight in Australia right now, which means that Libby is up past her bedtime, which means I must be up past my bedtime or something like that. Anyway, what else you got? Oh, it's very early. It's heaps early this morning. I couldn't sleep. 5 a.m. 5 a.m.? How can it be 5? Must be. I thought it was 10 hours ahead of me. I guess it's more, maybe less. I don't know. I can't keep up. But, oh, it's funny that Libby is on here. I heard I was listening to the radio this morning while I was walking, getting my exercise. And yes, by the way, BattleAngel, I did order a selfie stick. It'll be here in a couple of days. Would you believe I went to local Walmart and local Best Buy. No selfie sticks. None. None. Not even Best Buy. Best Buy, I was shocked by that. But I ordered one off of Amazon. It'll be here. It'll be here in a couple of days. So, because BattleAngel told me when I was complaining about holding a camera out at arm's length, it was tiring on my shoulders. She said, "Get a selfie stick, you old man." So, fine, I did. But while I was walking and listening to the radio today, I heard a story that in the city of Victoria, or is the province of Victoria in Australia, there's been a report that there are just a little over 100,000 guns reported missing. And I believe the story said mostly due to fishing accidents. Evidently, a lot of people in Victoria are reporting that they've lost their guns while going fishing. In other words, they fell into bodies of water. I find that funny. The people of Australia are beginning to turn on their government, and I think it's probably well overdue. And I think the story, if it's true, I haven't had a chance to look it up yet because I've been busy most of the day. If it's true, definitely signals it signals to me that the people of Australia are tired of being pushed around by their socialist government. Yankee fan is here. He said, "Hey, Celine, any idea on how BVD is doing? Hope he's getting better." I don't know. I tried to text BVD several days ago, Yankee fan, and he never responded to me. And I think that's a bit unusual because whenever I've texted him, he usually gets back to me within an hour or so, much less several days. So I'm concerned. But I'll try to get a hold of him or Kayla or D4, find out what's going on. I hope he's okay too. If I find out, I'll do a video. Steve Pearson's here. Good to see you, sir. No, I have not watched the show Cobra Kai. I honestly don't really have a lot of interest in it. I've heard it's pretty good, but it's not something that interests me. BattleAngel, I ordered one on Amazon. It will be here. Hang on, I'll tell you. Hang on. Hang on. I ordered one. It was on sale. Only $12. They say it'll be here by Friday. I ordered it this morning. It has not shipped yet. Let me check one other thing I'm waiting on. However, another thing I ordered from Amazon will be here by Saturday, and it has already shipped. So I'm happy about that. Let's see. Libby says, never trust the government. We're effing convicts, dude. Yes, I know. That's true. Yankee fan says, hope he's okay. You're welcome. I think he's okay. I'll find out for sure. Jason is leaving. He's gonna take off. I'll try and stay safe. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. No, I'm not a gamer, Yankee fan. I really like the chair though. It's very comfortable. And I love the color. You know, blue is my favorite color. It's a very comfortable chair. It reminds me of a racing seat in a car. Actually, it reminds me of the seats I have in my Celine right now from Corbeau, except those aren't blue. They're gray and black. which matches the interior. But yeah, I just like the chair, and I think it was only $125 from Amazon, so good deal for me. Yeah, that's funny, Libby. She says I play with myself all the time. Yeah, very funny, Libby. But I used to play PC based games all the time back in the 80s and 90s. Used to love flight simulators. Any kind of flight simulator. I love those. Role-playing games, I love those. Then I met my future ex-wife, and how shall I put this? Playing with her was a lot more fun than playing video games. I'll leave it at that. A lot more fun. A lot more interesting. A lot more rewarding, too. Let's see. Thoughts? Steve wants to know what happened. Thoughts on what happened in Knoxville. A tragedy, a travesty, disgusting. Don't understand it at all. Pathetic. Hope that my fan base at UF never does anything like that ever. I don't think there's any excuse for it. I don't think there's any reason for that type of behavior at all. I can't think of any good reason that you pelt an opposing team with projectiles. I mean, you all did know, for example, that they used frozen water bottles in the summer of 2020 riots that are, by the way, are not being investigated, even though there were, 570 odd specific, distinct riots all through the summer of 2020 in the name of social justice. But I digress. But you freeze one, you don't even have to freeze one of these. You just take one of these that's full or half full, and you throw one of these at somebody, you'll hurt them. Somebody could have gotten hurt. Somebody could have gotten, a head injury. Could have concussed them. It could have been serious. It was serious, but it could have been much more serious. There's no excuse for that. And I know that there were sanctions leveled against the University of Tennessee, which is a good thing. I hope it will teach that fan base a lesson that that's not something that we do. Leave that to the soccer hooligans over in Europe. But let's not do that. Let's not do that here. Let's see. Good to pardon me. Sorry about that. Raj. Good to see you, Bulldog. Diablo and Age of Empire. No, I never played those. No. That was after my time. No, wait, there wasn't, but no, I didn't play those. Yankee fan, they have come out with new flight simulators. Yeah, I don't. I used to love playing Doom and Doom 2, those first-person shooters. I love those. I mean, you can buy those for the Mac now, and I have a joystick that'll work with a Mac. I think I have access to Doom and Doom 2 for a Mac. I tried to play them recently just for nostalgia purposes, and I got bored almost immediately. It doesn't hold the same level of excitement. I'm past that now. Well, maybe a flight simulator. I don't know. It may be something. Bulldog JC wants to know what I think about LSU firing Coach O. Good move or bad? I don't know. The LSU program has a lot of problems in it, and a lot of those problems stem from the fact that I don't think their head coach has a really good grasp of keeping a lid on his team, keeping them disciplined and keeping them focused. Um, I don't think he's a particularly good coach. I think he hired a really good assistant coach, and he managed to get a hold of a really good quarterback. And they built a really good team for 1 year. But 1 year does not a football culture make. I don't know if he deserved to get fired yet, but it was inevitable. I mean, there was too much going wrong with the LSU program. There was too much surrounding Orgeron, and some of Orgeron's behaviors were questionable. So I guess it was a good move for the university to finally get rid of him. So I'm sure Orgeron will land on his feet. I mean, he's probably got a ton of money salted away at this point, and he probably doesn't have to work for a good while. He'll probably hook on as an analyst for somebody for a while. And, he'll probably find his way back into the coaching business at some point. But I'm pretty sure LSU was done with him, or they wouldn't have let him go. And from what I understand, this release that they announced the day after he beats Florida was in the works for several weeks before he got let go. So this has been going on since before the Florida game. Would have thought in a normal universe that the Florida game would have saved him, but I guess not. I'm thinking that the Florida game probably isn't going to save Grantham. It may not save Mullen. I don't know. I got to admit, at the beginning of the year, I was not in agreement with a lot of people saying that Mullen is probably going to go of his own volition, or that he needs to go. I was not on that bandwagon. But I've got to say, it's worn past thin now for me putting up with Mullen and the nonsense. And I've decided that the people that I heard that said that Mullen needs to go are probably right at this point, and I've joined that choir and say Mullen really should go. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if he resigned. It really wouldn't. But I gotta say, if Grantham is there in 2022, I've got to seriously question whether or not I want to waste my time dealing with half of a football team for another year. And I looked at the 2022 schedule for Florida. It's very favorable for contending for the Eastern Division. Especially since Georgia is going to lose a lot of pieces at the end of this year. Of course, they keep a lot of pieces, but it looks good for Florida next year if they get a defense that can play. And let me tell you something. If you watch that Florida game or any Florida game recently, that's a defense that does not look like it wants to play anymore. They don't tackle well. Their defensive secondary is a disgrace. And they're sloppy. They're damn sloppy. Wouldn't surprise me if Georgia put 60 points up on Florida on the 30th. It really wouldn't. I'm not going to. I really don't see myself watching the game. We'll see what happens. Oh, Ballard's here. Good to see you, sir. Unclean Hands is here. Good to see you, sir. Unclean hands. Now, I don't know if a lot of you folks know there are a group of jackasses out there, idiots, morons, scum, called auditors, First Amendment auditors, cop watchers, sovereign citizens, real low life people out there whose seems to be their primary purpose in life is to go out there and harass people and bother people and irritate people and harass cops and harass post office workers and anyone they can get stick a camera in their face and make them crazy. Yeah, exactly. Else, Libby knows. Yeah, auditors, frauditors, sovtards, morons, MOOR, morons. And yes, their job is to annoy. And there are a group of YouTubers that I just love to death. And Unclean Hands runs one of those channels that watch these videos and bring these videos to an audience that would not normally watch them because we don't watch people like this. We make fun of them. And that's what group guys like Schrodinger's Cat, Degeneration Nation, and Unclean Hands, and there's a Real American 76, Virgo Triad, a bunch of others. And they go and they take these videos and they play them and then they commentate over them, make fun of the stupidity of these sovereign citizens, of these frauditors, these auditards, and so on. And Unclean Hands is one of the newer channels in this making fun of these scumbag genre. And I've been a subscriber to his channel since his subscriber count was in the hundreds. And now I forgot Unclean Hands. I think you're well over 4,000 subs now. I can't remember the exact number, but fantastic channel. He's his delivery is a very dry, ironic delivery. Oh, okay. So we're almost 4,800 subscribers. So I've been around his channel for a long time. And I like Unclean Hands' delivery when he's commenting over these videos. It's a pure, dry wit, sarcasm, just dripping with, like, oh, look at these guys. They're so tough. They're so interested in your civil rights that they're willing to go out and harass Granny over her buying a stamp. Okay, 45A, so almost 4,600. Yeah, and I love Unclean Hands' delivery. It's perfect. So good on you, sir, for and thank you for stopping by here. But yeah, if you're of a mind to watch those kind of videos, definitely pop over to his channel, give him a sub, watch some of his videos. I guarantee you will laugh. Ballard says it is Tennessee Hate Week. That's right. It is. It is Tennessee, Alabama Hate Week. So that should be fun to watch. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I mean, his channel is fairly young. He's only been running his channel since July. So that's August, September. So 3 or 4 months. And he's already grown to 4,600 subscribers in just a few months. That's pretty rapid growth, Hopefully, you're making some money off of that channel by now. I don't make a lot of money off of this channel, but I make a little bit. Battle Angel, no, you're not blocked. Who would block you? How can you be blocked, Battle Angel? You're a mod. Good. I'm good to hear, Mr. Hands. No, you're not blocked, Battle Angel. Why? Have you been posting? Hang on. No, you're fine, Battle Angel. You're a moderator. You can't be blocked. Only I can block you at this point. I wouldn't do that. You beat me up. Battle Angel is not someone I want to screw around with. She looks too tough for me. Let's see. Let's see. Ballard says I should make a video and write an article for the Vols and Tides game. Top 5 third Saturday games. Why not? I mean, I have a bye week this week. Okay. Battle Angel says a user error. You're an angel. No, you're not. You cannot be dating Uncle Lou and be an angel. I'm sorry. That just doesn't compute. Florida has a bye week. And so I got nothing going on this week with respect to that. I will be streaming, doing game stream of the Harvard Princeton game. Harvard and let me pull this up real quick. Make sure I got this right. Hang on. No. Hold on. I want to make sure I get this right. It's not going to cooperate. Anyway, never mind. If I remember correctly, there are 3 undefeated teams in the Ivy League: Harvard, Princeton, Dartmouth. Now, Harvard, Princeton, and Dartmouth are all going to play each other in the next few weeks. Harvard plays Princeton this week, and then I believe they play Dartmouth next week. So right now we have sort of a mini playoff, if you will, between the leaders in the Ivy League, which I know is minor league college football, and nobody here really gives a damn about except me. But since I don't have anything in the major league of college football to be concerned about anymore, I would like to see Harvard win the Ivy League championship outright. The first step to doing that starts this Saturday against Princeton at Princeton. Harvard has to go into Princeton and beat them. And if Dartmouth wins their game, whoever they're playing, they're also undefeated. And basically that means the next game between Harvard and Dartmouth, whoever wins that game is the inside track to the Ivy League championship. So for me, as a fan of the Ivy League, as a fan of Harvard, this is an important game. So I'll be streaming that game on Saturday, 23rd at 1 p.m. So we'll see where that goes from there. Let's see. So I'm hoping that maybe some of you Georgia fans who are just willing to troll me relentlessly will stop by on Saturday and entertain me, and I'll entertain you during the Harvard game, which nobody cares about but me. But that's fine. Anyway, I have been on here for about an hour, which is all I wanted to do today was be on for an hour. I have to go. I had an hour or so to kill between my previous activities and what I have to do for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm going to cut the stream. This was episode number 2 of Ask Me Anything. I did get a few good questions, and I appreciate it. I also had a very nice surprise appearance by one of my subscribers, Unclean Hands. Never been here before. A channel that I subscribe to because it's a ton of fun watching auditors and frauditors and sovtards and morons and all those other people who annoy other people because they can. Scumbags get their asses handed to them. And it's extra special entertainment if they bring out a taser or what we call affectionately in those chats and stuff, Mr. Sparky, or they get hit with the mace, or the best ones are the ones where you get the fur missile, or as we call them, bork, bork, nom, nom. The dogs, sick the dogs on them. That does happen sometimes. And those are the extra special videos. When you get a fur missile deployed, that's extra fun. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me for about an hour. On your way out, don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. That does help out. I'm going to be doing my regular Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time live stream. That'll be a StreamYard live stream, so you can come on. Remember the rules. You have to turn your camera on so that I see you're not a naked troll. That means you too, Libby. Oh, and BattleAngel. That's right. The BattleAngel has started a new show with my very good friend Tiger Cat or TK. So the two ladies are doing a show now, and I guess they set the time on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. I don't think they've got a title for it yet. I suggested the Battle Cat Hour, Battle Cat. But even if they do use that title, I know I won't get credit for it. But good to see that they're going to do that show going forward, 3 p.m. on Sundays, which is perfect for me because I can go attend that show and still be able to go over to my parents for dinner later. See y'all real soon. Have a good rest of the day. And even though I am extremely, extremely heartbreakingly disappointed with them, go Gators, screw you haters. See ya.